Earth is a beautiful living planet and the only world known so far to harbor life. A common habitat of more than 7 billion human population and millions of species of biodiversity. Our Earth provides us with food, shelter, and most of our requirements. In fact, Earth provides enough to satisfy every man's need, but not every man's greed. A desire of having a cheap, easy, comfortable modern life. We human beings are cruel to our Earth with our selfish activities. This has brought the greatest threat to the planet and humanity. Global warming and climate change. Global temperatures are rising at an unprecedented rate, causing melting of the polar caps. Extreme weather, like hurricanes, heavy rainfall, flood, landslides, drought and wild forest fires in different parts of the world. Climate change is not some far-off future problem we'll have to face in a few decades. The reality is, it's happening right now, and it's threatening all the life on this planet. Nepal is ranked as one of the most vulnerable countries to the effects of climate change. The impacts of climate change are already being felt in Nepal, where extreme weather events and glaciers melt have increased in recent times. Global warming is on track to transform the freeze glacier-covered mountains to bare rocks. Severe impacts on agriculture and biodiversity sectors with a change in temperature has hit Nepali agriculture with an unusual drought. Change in rainfall patterns has brought floods and landslides, which has killed more than 3.2 million people between 1900 to 2005. We are the first generation to feel the sting of climate change, and we are the last generation that can do something about it. As a global citizen, my responsibility to lessen its impact in nature is to reduce my own carbon footprint through eco-friendly activities. If every young talent like you and I are interested in these topics and are committed, solutions to environmental problems are not impossible for superior creatures like humans. What you do makes a difference, and you have to decide what kind of difference you want to make. My question is, what can we do? The future of Earth is in our hand. Thank you.
Hi girls.
Hi sir.
How are you?
We are fine sir.
May I ask you a question?
Yes sir.
Okay, I'll start from Nita. From this awareness program, what did you learn?
I learned if we harm nature, nature will also harm us.
Okay, what about Susmita?
I learned that Earth is very beautiful and we are destroying by polluting it.
Aisha, did you learn something?
Yes sir.
So what did you learn?
I learned that we can save Earth by finding eco-friendly solution, and it is our planet and it is also our responsibility to take care of it.
Okay, thank you girls.
Welcome sir.
I think in my point of view, when everyone goes for shopping and the shopkeeper says you paper or plastic bag, then we should be saying neither of them. Instead of that, we should have our own cloth bag. So we are trying to make our NAG as a plastic-free zone. And as far as possible, everyone is trying to improve their habits on using plastic bags in NAG. So to encourage not to use plastic bags, we make clothes bag in the tailoring room and give it to the Nagars to use.
We cannot achieve zero waste without reuse. In NAG, we reuse clothes, books, toys and many more. Mostly we reuse things for our project work.
Today we, the students of Niten Memorial School from grade 10 are going to make papers by recycling old ones.
So stop cutting trees and let's recycle papers and save the planet.
You can't change the world, you can't change the whole environment, but you can recycle, upcycle, and can do small things. Here in NAG, we have upcycled plastic bottles and plastics into a brick. Kids collect plastic from the NAG environment. The plastics are compressed into the plastic bottle. Once it is really tight, they can exchange the bottle with a bar of chocolate. Once we have a lot of bottles, we are ready to make bioblocks. The bottles should be wired together so that it doesn't come out from the concrete. The concrete is mixed and poured on top of the bottles inside the wooden block. Once it is dry, you can sit, you can play. We made the block into different geometry figures and color it with different colors so that the kids can learn about it and play on it.
Climate change is sometimes misunderstood as being change in the weather. In reality, it's about to change very ways of life, and to clear this misunderstanding, we need to aware people about it. Last month, we got a chance to participate in a nationwide inter-school script writing competition on topic Leader Free Nepal. It was a wonderful opportunity for us to our people. So, we got together along with our drama teacher Suman sir and wrote a script on Leader Free Nepal. And it was wonderful for us to hear that we were one of the winners of the competition. I am happy that our script was turned into a movie by NAG team and Clean Up Nepal team. You can enjoy our movie in YouTube.
In Nepal, unsystematic waste management is a major problem. People are throwing trash everywhere and the collected waste directly goes to the landfill site without thinking about the environment and its consequences. There are very few organizations where they actually work on waste management. To reduce those problems, our school has partnered up with two organizations called Doko Recycle and non-profit organization called Clean Up Nepal. Doko Recycle is a waste management company from Nepal where they collect waste from households, institutions and companies. They come to collect our segregated waste once a week. Similarly, we have teamed up with Clean Up Nepal, where they come once a week to educate our school kids about zero waste and how to take responsibility of our own waste.
Waste management is essential in today's society. I think it must be taught in every school. In our school, the team from Clean Up Nepal taught us about waste segregation, waste reduction and recycling. I think it is our responsibility now to follow the things that we learned and also to teach others about it.
Good.
If you want to have a livable planet in future, we need to act now and present. And I'm really happy for what our school is doing. Putting and cleaning environment as a subject that helps, that will do practically. Every day our class will come out and clean the whole environment. This helps to make us realize the amount of waste we produce in a day, teaching us about the condition of our country and planet in pollution. If all the people are responsible for their own waste and carbon footprints, then only we can save our environment to live in.
Hello, Sabina.
Hi, sir.
What are you doing?
I am serving the class.
May I ask you a question?
Yes, sir.
Why do you think your school makes you clean the environment every day?
I think to teach us about environment cleanliness and make us responsible for our own waste.
Oh, thank you. Please continue. Why do you think it is necessary to clean the environment?
Sir, I think it is better to live in a clean environment than the dirty one.
What do you know about climate change and global warming?
All I know about climate change and global warming is that it is bad for the people and for the earth. The thing I don't get is that if something is bad and lots of people and companies are responsible for it, why are we not stopping them? Why are they not in prison by now?
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome, sir.
What can you tell about global warming and climate change?
Climate change is not just about carbon dioxide levels and melting of polar ice cap. It is about our public health and protecting our earth for the future generations.
What do you think we can do to protect our environment from global warming and climate change?
I think the single most important thing we can do to protect our environment from climate change is to reduce dangerous carbon pollution.
Oh, like?
Like burning fossil fuels, using old vehicles and petroleum products, and burning plastics, burning bricks, and so on. So those are to be stopped.
Oh, thank you. So what do you think the worst thing someone can do for the environment?
Sir, I think using too much plastic and throwing everywhere.
Okay, what about Nova?
I think, sir, it's not caring the environment. Not caring the environment is the worst thing that people can do, sir.
Okay, what about Vidya?
I think cutting trees and doing deforestation.
We need a healthy forest if we want to protect our climate. Forests are the lungs of our land, giving us fresh oxygen to breathe. In the rate, we are polluting the planet through plastics, greenhouse gases, and carbon footprints. Only plants can save us from this. They are the only things I know which take carbon dioxide from the air and gives us fresh oxygen. So, how do you achieve it? By start planting.
little actions, we might not be able to change the whole world, but we can definitely change our own world. If every person does whatever they can to protect the planet from global warming and climate change, Earth can surely be a healthy and better place to live. And I believe,
together we can!